I'm back to Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. All right, look, before I get on this conversation here that I want to talk to y'all about, I just want to let y'all know this is not about me, okay? Please listen to me very carefully. This is not about me. This is something that I am trying to get y'all to understand, to to understand how relationships really is. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand and not to deal with. Okay? This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. And how not to get yourself caught up on things that y'all should not be getting yourself caught up in. You know. So this is what I wanted to talk to y'all about. This is what, I want to talk to y'all about. Okay, look. Now, when y'all is dating somebody, okay, this is for men's and women's that's single. This don't have nothing to do with married people. This is for single people, okay? So, when y'all is out there and y'all dating, and y'all are being, you know, call yourself thinking that y'all in a serious relationship, and it's always somebody that's more serious than the other person. So one of the persons are taking taking the relationship seriously, and the other ones is not. So it's going to always be one person that wants to put more into it, and then you're going to have one person that don't want to put more into it, because one person want to keep playing around, and the other person want to, settle. So when you do that, when you try to be the one that try to be the strong person, and the other person want to be the weak person, you let that other person do what they want to do. Especially if you know for a fact that you ain't doing nothing wrong, period. Now, y'all listen to me very carefully here. For a fact that you know you're not doing nothing wrong, then don't let it bother you. You don't have no right to be crying and worrying about what that person do. What you should be doing is just sitting back and checking it out. Let it go. Let it do. Let it do what it do. Let it do. Don't stress out on it. Because long as you doing the right thing and they doing the wrong thing, God got your back. And God sees everything. That the person that always think that they doing the right thing, trying to think that they trying to snowball you and all that stuff, but they snowballing they self. They're not snowballing you. They snowballing they self. Because at the end of the day, you still gonna get your sleep. That's the difference. You still gonna get your sleep. But they gonna be sitting up there wondering what I am doing. Why is I'm doing this? Why is I'm study messing up my life? Why is I just can't get myself together? Because you know why? You need to go sit down, talk to somebody, a psychiatrist, and ask them, why is it so hard for me to just want to love one person? What is so hard? It's not hard. It's just something that you just don't want to do. So if you decide that you want to live a reckless life, and knowing that all of this stuff is going out there in the world, all of this evilness, all of this disease, every drop of everything that's going on out here in the world, and you're not thinking about yourself, you're not thinking about your life, you're not thinking about your children's, you're not thinking about nobody, you're just thinking about yourself, and thinking that you're hurting the one that you with, but you're not. You're not hurting that person, you're hurting yourself. Because at the end of the day, that person's still going to go on and move on with their life. You better believe When you leave one person, it's always another person right behind that person. That person shouldn't have nothing to worry about, none whatsoever. Because if you ain't done nothing wrong, you should not be worried about it. Just sit there and let the person do what they want to do. Because at the end of the day, that person gonna come right back to you and beg you to take them back. And if you do, you're gonna be crazy to do that. Don't matter how much that person say, I'm gonna change, I promise you. I'm gonna give up everything I'm doing, and I promise you, I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna do the right thing. No, they not. No, they not. Because once a cheater, always a cheater, and they never gonna change. They never gonna change. That's in their blood, and they can't help it. But you gotta look at this. Sometimes people inherit the things that they do in their life. So it's got to be like somebody else in the family that do these things for the other person to click on to it. Or they have been taught about how to do this and get themselves in something that they can't get themselves out of. And then when they do that and end up looking like, oh my God, why would I follow somebody else's footsteps when I should have followed my own footsteps? So see, this is what it always goes. This is what it always bow down to. You always supposed to be a leader, not a follower. So when you always following somebody, you always get yourself caught up and then can't get yourself out of it. But when you be a leader, that means you're not getting yourself caught up. That means you teaching somebody else how to do something right. So when you see somebody do something and you're not doing it, let them do it. Let them do it. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to hurt you. It's going to hurt that person. That person is the one is never going to get no sleep at night. Never going to get no sleep. Because they're going to always wonder what's coming next. And every time they put their penis or their vagina towards somebody else, they don't know what's coming out of that penis and that vagina. They don't know. So when you know that somebody doing that, study going out there, giving up their penis and their vagina all the time, you move away from that. Because you don't know what that person got. That person don't even know the people that he messing with or she's messing with. They don't know. They don't know what's inside that person's body. They don't know if that person clean themselves or whatever. Just because they walk around and spray some perfume on their clothes or down there for a little bit, that don't mean they wash up down there. They don't know what kind of disease somebody got between their legs or in their penis. They don't know. But see, people out here, they're so reckless, they take a chance on anything. Just because they're looking at the outside of a person, they don't know what's inside that person. They don't know if that person go to the doctor and get a checkup every year. Because you're supposed to go to the doctor every year and get a checkup to find out, do you have any kind of diseases in your body? That's what you're supposed to do. But see, people don't do that. People don't do that. Especially because you know why they don't do it? Because they already know they got a disease. And they don't want to go to the doctor and get a checkup. Because they already know they got it. So they want to pass it around to everybody. And when they do that, you end up getting caught. You end up getting caught. Because sometimes you got to look at this. When somebody is reckless and they out there giving themselves up all the time, and they end up getting caught into that, then they get angry at themselves for going out there giving themselves up to everybody. And then when they get caught up and they get angry, then they want to get mad and they want to, I'm going to get revenge. Now, I don't know who gave me these diseases, so I'm just going to go out here and I'm just going to screw Susie and Tom and to whoever get what I got, because I'm angry. But see, you got to look at this. They brought it on themselves. They brought it on themselves. Because if you know that life It's not a game, which people take life for granted. Like I keep saying, people need to stop taking life for granted. Because when you taking your life for granted, that means you ready to like pass on over. Go on, give yourself up to the Lord. Because that's what you finna do when you sitting out here living reckless. You might as well say, okay, God, I'm getting tired of living. Come on, take me home. I'm ready to go. Especially when you living the way you living and thinking that, oh, I'm getting the joy out of sleeping around with everybody. No, that's not enjoyment. That's miserable. Misery. And like they say, misery loves company. So that person, that woman, or that girl, that woman or that man is miserable. So that's why they out there giving it all to Tom and Susie. Because they're miserable. And they ain't thinking about why they giving it up to Tom and Susie and everybody. They're getting something that they never going to get rid of. Because they might get something that they can't get rid of. And then they might get something that's going to move them off the earth. For the rest of their life, they will never be here again. They're not looking at that. Because everybody don't clean their body. Some people clean their bodies and some people don't. Thank you, Daddy. and that's what people don't get. They think they be out here trying to hurt somebody that they love. And even though that person ain't doing nothing wrong, they just want to go out here and say, I'm finna pay you back. And that person ain't doing nothing. Nothing at all. And then look at the end of the day, this person done moved on with somebody that's going to make them happy for the rest of their life. They moving on. See, that's how God works. See, when he sees everything and he just sitting there watching this person making a fool out of themselves, because that's what they doing. They making a fool out of themselves. They not hurting their partner. They hurting themselves. They making a fool out of themselves. And then when their partner decide to move on, God sets their partner up with somebody else. And when he set them up with somebody else, that be the person for them to be with for the rest of their life, and they be happy with that person. So, you got to understand, when you get in a relationship and now the relationship don't work out, that means that person is not meant for you. That person is there to teach you wrong from right. And when you learn that wrong, then you move on and go find the right thing. That's what you do. So everybody is here to teach everybody a lesson on God's green earth. And when you learn that lesson, you move on. Don't hold on to something. You don't have no right to feel bad. You just look back and laugh at it like, wow, look how crazy this is. I ain't done nothing. Look at this person. All you can't do is sit there and laugh at it because you ain't doing nothing wrong. You ain't got no right to feel bad about nothing. You just get up and go about your day like you've been doing because you ain't done nothing. So that's what y'all got to understand. When you know that you're not doing nothing wrong, you don't have no right to feel sad about nothing or cry about nothing. You ain't got no right to do that because you have not done nothing. At the end of the day, that person gonna realize that they did something wrong and they gonna come back. But if they do not take it back. Don't go back because you're gonna end back in the same boat all over again. It's gonna keep going and going and going until you end up with something. And then you looking at, how did I get this? And you already know how you got it. Because you know your partner is out there messing with everybody on God's green earth. So you know that's how you got it. So when you know that you done caught something and you went right back to it, and you know this person is reckless and you go back, you asking for it. You asking for to get what you gonna get because you going right back to it when you know this person is reckless. So when you find out that this person is reckless, got somebody pregnant, got somebody out there just doing it all willy-nilly with everybody, and then you turn around and you get a disease about to take you off the earth, or you got something you can't get rid of, yeah, the person gave it to you, and then you went back, which you shouldn't have did. So when you find out that person doing something, don't go back. Let it go. Because if you go back, you asking for something that you can't get yourself out of. You asking for trouble. You are looking for it. So always remember that, y'all. If you ain't doing nothing wrong, you don't have no reason to even cry about it or worry about it or talk about it. The main thing you can do is laugh about it. Because like I say, misery loves company. And long as that person miserable, they're gonna go out there and try to find company. And long as you stay in there, you're gonna be one of their company until you get something that you can't get rid of, and then you're gonna wish you walked away from that misery. So y'all think about that. Get out of it. Don't hold on to it. Let it go. As soon as you find out, and it's coming out to you, because God gonna let you know. He ain't gonna hide nothing from you. God gonna bring it out and let you know. This person done did this person done did that, that person done did this, that person done did that. And what you do, you run. Don't walk, run. Run. And don't look back. Don't look back. Just keep going. That's how you do that. Because you ain't done nothing wrong. So don't never have to worry about that. You don't be sitting in no house or whatever crying and going, what did I do wrong? Why did it make this person do that to me? That person did that because that person wanted to do it. You didn't have nothing to do with it. So you don't have no right to feel sad or miserable about nothing because you have not done nothing wrong to feel like that. Don't even ask no questions on it when you already know I have not done nothing. So why should I be holding my head down? I ain't done nothing. Nothing at all. So just move on. Because you better believe God got somebody else waiting on you. You better believe that. He does. He got somebody else waiting on a person that's being righteous. He got somebody waiting on you. So that's what I want to tell y'all. Thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you. Father love you. The Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. And I'll be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.